Andrew File and Dave Oswald here. So Serve Dei is out.
It's going, yeah.
So yeah, you guys have the information. If you don't, servedei.com. Go there as you're watching this video and learn more about Serve Dei. But so the packets are out. Everything went awesome. So good to hear people processing
Already.
Yeah, just a lot of wrestling, a lot of questions, it was a heavy, kind of felt like a heavy service, and I think really people were wrestling with, what does this mean? How am I supposed to do this? I think as we start off this, we're just going to have some tips and just answer some questions too that we've heard. But I think just to start off is that reminder to process. Like, take the time, work through the packet. We're even already getting responses, which is great, but we'd love to see you continue to wrestle with what God would do, what the Spirit would do, what Scriptures would challenge and push on you. And so I think we always get those initials, jump to response, jump to reaction. But sit in it, like sit in and hold those ideas, hold them, and really like pray through them. And you know, I think the big thing we've been talking about is have new eyes for your community. And so just as you're going about your days, like be thinking, be praying through what God would do through these funds that you got on Saturday or on Wednesday or Sunday, and just like what God would do in your groups and stuff like that. So just like, continue that process. Like don't jump to the what to do.
Yeah. No, that's a good word. And I think two of the questions that came up on Sunday, which, you know, as questions come, we just want to continue to try to, like, not necessarily answer them, but just frame them. And so we thought they were great questions that we wanted to kind of throw at everybody through this video. But one of them was, what if I was there on Wednesday, or what if I was there on Sunday, and I don't necessarily, I'm not in a life group, I'm not really connected with a ton of people yet at the well. What do I do? How do I process this? If I was encouraged to do it in community, what does that look like? And so I think we'd answer that in a couple ways. Is that one? I mean, I think it's okay to do alone, at times, and to wrestle with God, in my workplace or in my school or whatever it is. What might you prompt me to do as an individual? I think that's one thing that can happen. I think the other thing that can happen is just to see your community differently, potentially. Maybe your community isn't people that necessarily yet go to the well. You're not in a life group yet, or you're not connected with a team yet. But your community is folks that maybe live right around you, or are in a dorm next to you, or at your workplace together, that you might go, hey, I'm really feeling this stirring and this challenge. Would you want to do this with me? To a person that didn't go to Serve Dei, didn't hear or didn't get the Serve Dei message, but they're just a person you know, and you invite them in to maybe doing this process with you. A family down the street that you go, man, you guys might love this. I'm thinking about this thing. Would you do this with me? And so you, in a sense, expand your community or see your community a little bit differently. And it doesn't have to be in the walls of the well, but can go far outside of that. I think the other question that came up is, why the money? Why $5? Why was that in the packet? And why wasn't it just a packet that was kind of a description? And I think what we saw on Sunday is it really is just something that incites something different in us. And we see that $5 bill, and it really is the missions budget and what we would have spent on Serve Dei now in all of our hands, and just that sense of responsibility and that sense of weight, which we all carry all the time, or we're not necessarily aware that we carry that weight all the time. And so it kind of brings it home that we're to be the hands and feet of Christ. And so we kind of almost feel by that $5 like a sense of weight to being those hands and feet, and that we can't just let it sit in our wallet forever, And then even when we stick it in our wallet, we had somebody say on Sunday, hey, when I stuck that $5 bill in my wallet, I realized that not only was that $5 bill God's money, but kind of scripturally, all the rest of it in there was God's money as well. And so what might you want to do with that? And so that's the kind of processing that's happening, which is really, really encouraging.
Yeah, and for more information, servedei.com. We are updating stories like all the time there. We have ideas, so you even put the video that we shared of other ideas, what life groups are kind of processing it right now. And then as well as we have a message from Sunday, and all the information is there. If you guys missed Sunday or Wednesday and you didn't get the packet, didn't get the $5, come by the office. Swing by the well office and you can pick those up. So we're excited, and we want to be here for the journey with you guys. And so go to servedei.com. More information's there. See you guys later.